guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cosmet Wrestling. I'm Kyle Arado, sitting alongside Matt Carpio. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, Kyle? How are you?
Doing pretty good. Let's get right into another week of Monday Night Raw recap.
Well, Monday Night Raw opens up with a moment of bliss as she invites her guest, the Viper Randy Orton, right down to the ring. Orton compares the voices he hears to the voices that the Fiend Bray Wyatt hears. He brings up how he burned down the Firefly Funhouse just a few years ago, saying that was Bray Wyatt's weakness. All of a sudden, the Fiend appears right in front of the Viper as Alexa Bliss is seen jumped into Orton's arms. Orton then tosses Alexa to the Fiend and rolls out of the ring, looking back at Bray Wyatt and Alexa while walking up the ramp, smiling.
What a way to start Monday Night Raw.
I like it.
We then cut to a Symphony of Destruction match, whatever that means, between Jeff Hardy and Elias.
I mean, symphony, guitars, pianos, drums, tables, those were surrounding the ring as these two just nearly kill each other in this match. I loved it. Elias slams Jeff Hardy's face straight onto the top of the piano as the piano actually starts to move as R-Truth is seen hiding inside of it as superstars run down to pin Truth and are actually pummeled by Jeff and Elias. Truth then escapes, then we come back from break as Elias actually electrocutes himself with a speaker as Hardy rolls him onto a table and Swanton bombs him off the top rope for that big win. Jeff Hardy actually, off the top rope, he almost landed his head on the back of the steel steps. It was pretty scary. I think a lot of people were talking about it.
Yeah.
He could have really killed himself, but he doesn't care. He'll entertain us.
We then see Slapjack backstage saying how he is a major part of Retribution and he is ready to face off against Ricochet.
You know, with Ali ringside calling the rest of his team down, Ricochet actually throws Slapjack onto his team as they are outside the ring. Out of nowhere comes Dana Brooke as she actually slaps Ali across the face, but allowed Slapjack to hit the finisher onto Ricochet for a win, so it kind of backfired, which probably would piss Ricochet off about Dana Brooke. But
yeah, what's Dana Brooke?
I think she's trying to send a message to Mia Yim, who she actually faced later tonight.
We then cut to Miz TV, gotta love Miz TV, with their guest, Sheamus.
Oh, man. I just love Sheamus on Miz TV. He's just such a hothead. You know, Miz actually trash talks Drew to Sheamus, saying Drew's a bad friend to him for not giving Sheamus anything in return after, I think it was last week, how Sheamus gave Drew that attire and that sword. But Sheamus actually hears enough and attacked both men, but Miz actually capitalizes with John Morrison and just wails him across the face with that Money in the Bank briefcase.
Next up, we see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax versus Asuka and Lana.
Again.
Jesus.
Oh my God, it's like, I hate it. It's just nonstop. Nia and Shayna, they just don't work. And then we have Asuka and Lana. I don't know.
It's just a weird match.
Well, I guess all that matters here is Lana actually pinned Shayna for the 3, but it's only because Asuka helped her stop Shayna from applying the Karamuda clutch onto Lana. Lana looks good. She's looking good. Not too strong, but she's looking good.
She's definitely getting better in the ring.
But I don't see Nia and Shayna lasting long.
We then have a match between Cedric Alexander and Xavier Woods.
You know, these two are very well in the ring together.
I couldn't agree more.
But Cedric actually hits a lumberjack onto Woods for the win after actually battling outside the ring, throwing each other just through the barricade, which is pretty cool to see. And these two are very tough, but...
yeah, great back and forth
whatever. Cedric got a win. Whatever. Our next match was the triple threat match with Keith Lee, Ricochet, and AJ Styles all facing off against each other as the winner is set to face Drew McIntyre for that WWE Championship at TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Oh, man. Well, all three men, they came very, very close to a win, but AJ allowed himself to hit Riddle with a phenomenal forearm, punching his ticket to TLC versus Drew McIntyre.
Hey, Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. We haven't really seen that
That's
match
like a box office match.
I am excited. We then cut to what I would call somewhat of a filler match, Mia Yim versus Dana Brooke.
You know, Ali actually was ringside and tried to distract Dana Brooke, but the plan backfired as she actually rolled up Mia for a major win, or should I say reckoning. Ali then actually yelled at Mia after this match, saying failure does not belong inside Retribution, so...
could she be leaving Retribution?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
A singles competitor? I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Yeah, me neither.
After a quick commercial break, we see Riddle backstage talking to MVP of the Hurt Business as Bobby Lashley, the United States Champion, comes out of nowhere and just applies the Hurt Lock to Riddle. He's got to be on TV somehow tonight, and that's how they do it, and he just knocks out Riddle cold with that hard Hurt Lock.
Looking dominant as ever.
I love it.
We then have Charlie Caruso in the ring, introducing Drew McIntyre as he is set to face the team of Miz and Morrison.
Alongside with Sheamus on his team. Miz and Morrison, they held this match very well, I will say, as they obviously work great together. Towards the end, Sheamus actually goes for a tag, but Morrison pulls him right off the apron as AJ out of nowhere is seen hitting a flying forearm right onto Drew McIntyre. AJ was on commentary for this match. I love AJ on commentary. He's hilarious. His remarks are just stupid funny, but this ended the match in DQ. I kind of wanted to see a clean pin, but I mean, I'm kind of happy it ended this way.
Hey, get people ready for TLC, AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre. I can't wait for it.
Woo! AJ prompts Miz to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase. Drew actually hits Miz with a Claymore before the ref makes it official. Drew then scares AJ out of the ring as AJ just flies right onto his security guard's arms, walking up the ramp with Drew and AJ as they're just yelling at each other as we fade to black. This is going to be a great, great match.
I can't wait for it. All right, guys, that was what was that? Fucking horrible police crap. All right, guys, that was a quick Monday Night Raw summed up for you guys. Let us know what you liked most about this week's Monday Night Raw, and always like, comment, and subscribe.
As always, guys, peace, stay safe.
See ya.